So, how are you?
I'm doing.
That's great. I'm liquored up and ready to go.
I see.
It's my own fault for forgetting that we had a recording session tonight. But you know what? We powered through it because I'm goddamn professional. And these professionals are playing Don't Take It Personally, Babe. It just ain't your story.
Wait, if it's not my story, then should I be here?
It's never been our story.
Okay.
We are perpetual voyeurs in the stories of other people.
Okay.
Doesn't that fuck you up a little bit? Anyway, it's been a while since we played.
I think there's a name for that.
Yeah, if only there was a name for that. It's been a while since we played a Christine Love game. Although we've played a lot of them at this point.
Yeah.
We played Hate and Hate Plus a while back. Digital. I streamed Road Trip. We did a stream of Lady Killer in a Bind. Right. And am I missing any?
I don't know.
I feel like we've played a lot of them by now. But hey, we haven't gotten around to this one yet, so we're doing that today. I'm looking forward to it. I know very little about it, but I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys enjoy it too. We are always looking for more stuff to... There are, of course, some mistakes that you can see coming from miles ahead. Mistakes that you should have known better than to make. There are mistakes where you realize as you go along that things are just getting worse. I've made a lot of those mistakes in life. But then there are also mistakes that you could never see coming. You just have to leap in head first, and all you can do is hope it's not one of those. Hope that your decision doesn't turn out to be a mistake. And it's on that high note that I start my first day of school. Oh, hey, there is sound. Okay, that's nice.
So there is.
The trouble with trials. Oh, yes, I'm nervous, and I don't think there's much shame in that. Let's see what we got here. Me Connect. There are no more unread... Sweet, so we'll have conversations to read. All right. We have... This Me X tablet is registered to John Rook. Monday, October 18th, 2027. Oh, hey, that's not too far in the future. We could have waited a few years and played this on the day
On the day. In fact, pack it up.
In fact, you know what? Thanks for watching, everyone. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Let's see. We've got... So, I'm guessing... From what I understand about this game, we are the teacher of this class, right? And these are our students? Is that right?
I have no idea. We haven't played it yet.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, we got no mail. Oh, we do have mail.
What's in the mail?
Administrator. Private conversations for John Rook. Unread. Private conversation between John and administrator.
A welcome message from Principal Grisham. Mr. Rook, if you're reading this, you obviously have your computer set up. You should note that in addition to your own personal things, as part of our ongoing trial with giving students their own computers, you will be able to access all your students' social networking messages sent across our Ami Connect system, both public and private.
Oh, there should be no problem with this whatsoever.
Most teachers have found this to be an extremely effective way of monitoring online bullying. Pragmatically, it's impossible to stop students from chatting in class, but you can at least be on top of it. There would be serious repercussions if the students ever found out, though, so please be discreet. Let me just welcome you again to Lake City Academy. You seem like an excellent teacher, and I'm sure will make a fine member of our team. Good luck. Sincerely, Malcolm Grisham, Principal.
Interesting. Lake City Academy. Okay. So basically we can see everything our students are saying. Here's an important question. Why wouldn't they just be on a different social network?
Yeah.
Nothing says. Although maybe that speaks to more the how much time has passed since this game was released, right? That it'd be now considered common sense to be like, why would you put anything important on a school-created network?
When you could hang out on better social networks in school, like Google Documents.
Or encrypted chat apps. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Grisham. Not the novelist. We also got a new mail from the administrator. Congratulations! You got your brand new rebranded Ami X tablet computer up and running. We're so confident you'll find it simple and intuitive to use, we're not even going to give you any instructions. Your home screen will provide instant access to your mail, your favorite websites. Oh my god, it's a you. We're in Britain.
Canada?
Or maybe Canada.
It's definitely Canada.
It's definitely... You sure it's Canada?
Isn't Christine Love Canadian?
I have no idea. Maybe. We're not even going to give you any instructions. Your home screen will provide instant access to your mail, your favorite websites, and whatever widgets your system administrator has seen fit to load it with. You can use our super intuitive interface by tapping on the screen or dragging your finger to scroll. It's that easy. If you wish to install new applications or change your personal information, please contact your administrator. We hope you enjoy your new computer from AMI Microsystems 2027. Did you find out any information?
Yeah, I was correct.
Oh. Well, I wasn't going to out her on. We're not here to out anyone as Canadian, okay? What's on 12chan? Oh, that's delightful. That's a great name for a thing. There are currently no threads that pass the stupidity filter criteria. Try again later. Oh, delightful.
Stupidity filter criteria.
But let me get, this is just the rest of the menu. Yeah, okay. This is all just other menu stuff. Save files
Neat.
and yeah, okay, cool.
Nope, don't click that.
Oh, that quits the, I thought, okay.
You almost went for it.
It was diegetic. What do you want from me? Yes, I'm nervous, and I don't think there's much shame in that. The classroom is full by the time I arrive. I stare at the sea of unfamiliar faces, their eyes piercing as they stare back. And look at all those uniforms. It's outright intimidating. Now isn't the time to be scared of 11th graders, though. Let's see. Ariana Bell Asai.
Oh my god, is that our new homeroom teacher? So hot.
All right, so that's Ariana's voice. Locked in, don't forget it. I take a deep breath and introduce myself to the new class. Wait, can we do anything else with that?
With what?
Is it gone now? Unread. Oh, okay, so we can't do anything else. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Recent posts. Oh, wait, hold on. We can actually we can see profiles for all these characters too.
Yeah.
Want to do that as they come up?
Sure.
Rather than just getting them all at once. So this is Ariana Bellasai, who just called us hot. Just a girl. Born December 23rd, 2010 in Lake City, Ontario. Gender female, interested in men. Why would you tell that to your school? Why does my school need to know who I'm interested in?
Because this is a social network.
Oh, yeah. Religious views, atheist. Political views, liberal. Relationship status, single. Attending Lake City Academy, grade 11. Phone number. Please don't call this. I hope it's a fake number, but please don't. Just don't. All right. So, and she's got a camera in her photograph here. So the people don't take photos with themselves with a camera unless they're the photographic type. Unless they want you to know that they take photos and they're very serious about it.
Got to make sure the camera is included in the picture.
Exactly. The second most important thing to seeing my face is you knowing that I still use a physical digital camera in the year of our Lord 2027.
Really the most important thing, judging by the number where the camera is in fact being held up at the face.
That's true. I take a deep breath and introduce myself to my new class. Oh my god, we're hot. Shit. When she said we're hot, I was like, okay, yeah, sure. No, we're hot. God, we're hot in that kind of androgynous way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the purple hair. Listen, I'm not into guys. I haven't been for a while, but I feel like John could get it. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Rook, and starting today, I will be taking over as your homeroom teacher. A month into the year, apparently their proper teacher became seriously ill and is on extended leave. This is Taylor Gibson. Responding to Ariana saying, "Wow, I didn't know teachers could look like that. He'll do." What do we know about... oh, wait, I could have just clicked on the profile thing. Let's see. Taylor Gibson. I'm funny. I'm cute. Get to know me first. Born April 30th, 2010. Hometown, Lake City, Ontario. Gender female, interested in boys. Religious views, atheist. Political views. Who cares? Relationship status single. Attending Lake City Academy, grade 11. And also with a phone number. I'm really looking forward to spending the year with you guys. First, I'm going to take attendance, so I have some idea who you all are. After that, I'll tell you a bit about myself, and then we can get started. Helpfully enough, the class list is available on my computer. And the glowing mail icon tells me that I have unread messages, which I can read at any time and probably should soon. Hey, we're ahead of you. We're those weird depth-first freaks. Get on our level.
I find it funny that this is in the year of our Lord 2027, where everybody is on school-mandated social networks and so on, and it's digitized in that way, but everything still runs on one shitty CRT that they definitely wheel in and out on a cart, and you have to give it a good whack once or twice to get the signal to keep working.
Honestly, the most unrealistic part of this whole setting is that the school would have enough funding to do this. Although then again, maybe it's different in Canada. Maybe Canada likes to fund public schools and doesn't see them as a thing to get rid of in order to help state-sponsored Christian radicalization of young children. But moving on. From the theocracy, here goes. Sorry in advance if I pronounce any of these wrong. Ariana Belisai.
Here.
Okay, interesting. First thing to note, her hair is different.
I look different in my photos.
Yeah, what is the deal with that? She looks happier in her photos, for one thing.
To be fair, I'd look happier if I wasn't being forced to wear a school uniform at a school.
I can't believe the school-mandated uniform skirts are that short. That's the part. You just know someone messed up designed them when the school-mandated cardigan barely reveals an inch of the school-mandated skirt. All right. That's a cute name. Kendall I wonder if he added that remark because we saw...
What?
I wonder if he added that remark because he saw her on her timeline talking about how hot we are.
I figured it was about the name...
Being cute?
No, the name that was right after it.
Oh, that's a cute name. Kendall Flowers.
Sup, sir?
Oh, we deciding that she's the quiet one? Awesome. Let's learn more about Kendall. Kendall Flowers. Go ahead.
Let's live our lives heroically. Let's live them with style. Birthday, June 26, 2010. Hometown, Lake City, Ontario. Gender, female. Interested in girls. Religious views, be excellent to each other. Political views, lolitics.
Got him!
Relationship status, very single.
All right. And definitely a lot more outgoing. And also does the cut off eyes, though, which is interesting. Painfully single, huh? But very quiet and reserved in class. Although not professional. Good. Taylor Gibson.
I'm here. Hello. I need to...
Oh, Jesus, I can't get that voice out right now.
Hold on. I'll figure it out as we go along. Are we good with this? Does this sound right? Is this where we were at? Hope that sounds about right.
So you are. Next. Sorry. Charlotte Growall? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Present.
Okay. Charlotte, hello. Pleasure to meet you. Charlotte Growall.
There's more to people than pithy profile quotes.
I don't think that's true.
Oh my god, I'm so called out. My yearbook quotes was a Voltaire line about a witty quote proving nothing. I was this person. Birthday, June 20th, 2010. Hometown, Lake City, Ontario. Gender, female. Interested in people. Religious views, Buddhism. Political views, liberal. Relationship status, single. And then the rest of stuff.
Has a book in her picture. Lets you know what she's all about. Okay. I already like the distance between their uniforms and their and who they are when they're not in front of people, you know? Just checking. How about Isabella Hart? No one says anything, or at least not that I can hear, but a girl near the back of the class waves.
Hello. That's me. We're gonna look at my profile now. Why is it so hard to get this right on the first try?
Isabella Hart.
The trick is to keep breathing.
Oh, okay.
Birthday, December 30th, 2010. Hometown, Ajax, Ontario. Gender, female. Interested in ellipsis. Religious views, agnostic. Political views. I dream of a just society. Relationship status, no. Phone. Don't phone me. I never use it.
Actually, you know what? That's awesome for you. That's the most realistic part. No one, don't ever call me. It's 2027. If you're calling me, then you either should be a close personal friend or someone who's trying to extort me for money. One of the two.
If you're calling me on the telephone, either you are a telemarketer or someone in my family has just died. Maybe both.
Or you can't find my apartment and the pad thai is getting cold. All right, Isabella's at the back. Nolan Strukas. No answer. Nolan? Is Nolan here? All right, ready? I'm good. Of course. That's your kind of man, Taylor. That's you are kind of man.
All right.
No one read it. Let's go to... What is there to say? I was born on March 1st, 2010 in Lake City, Ontario. I'm gender male and I'm interested in girls. My religious views are Christian. Political views are fuck politics. Let's just be righteous. Relationship status, single. And his shirt says, Viva la Revolution.
Yeah.
Nice. Good on you. I refuse to take back or reassess my voice choice for you. I believe I got this correct. Someone taps on the shoulder of one... Fuck. It's in fact...
It's spreading.
It's spreading. Someone taps on the shoulder of one of the boys strongly.
No one say something. It's attendance.
Oh, here. Oh! Yeah, all right. All right, and Akira Yamazaki. How are we at division-wise here? We've got you, me, you, me, and I'm also teacher. So we're 3 and 3 right now, right? Do you want to take Akira, or do you want me to take Akira?
Sure, but first, what is Akira's gender?
Akira Yamazaki.
Okay.
Hold
Akira.
me tight.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hold me tight. Tight enough to break me, so that even in a blizzard I won't feel cold. Birthday, September 18th, 2012. Hometown, Sapporo, Japan. Gender, male, interested in girls. Religious views, Church of Megami Melody Sama. Political views, burning justice prevails. Relationship status, not interested.
Excellent. They are also about 2 years younger than everyone else, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
Interesting. So they're probably ahead a grade or 2.
Here.
Oh, wow. Nice colors there. I realize the school uniforms policy is really more like a suggestion, but wow. Green arm warmers. Or a turtleneck underneath the Oh, wait, you're wearing long sleeves. Just gonna put that in the back for now. All right, great. I go through the entire class list, and it looks like everyone is here after all. Now I just have to start remembering the faces. An introduction is in order, though. This will be interesting. Hello there. I'm the world's biggest fuck-up. I've managed to screw up a whole 2 marriages and become a teacher because of a bizarre midlife crisis. I'm looking forward to working with you all. Is probably not what I should say. This will actually be my first full-time teaching job. I studied English literature in university, but I've spent the past 15 years working in computers, which I hope should serve as a warning to anyone who plans to go into computers. It is bleak, boring work. But here I am. Now. I am not a hard ass, and I never liked teachers who were when I was your age. If for any reason whatsoever you're having trouble, whether it's academically, with your fellow students, or really anything, just talk to me. I'm flexible, and that's what I'm here for.
I think that's everyone's kind of man. Listen to that. He's totally Tex-Mex.
Oh, I'm so glad we don't say "t" anymore. But what if we did?
I think I like our new homework room teacher. He seems like he'll be nice.
Well, that's nice of you to say. Thank you, Akira. I'm in my office most days after school. Oops. So just ask no matter what it's about, even if it seems trivial. Just don't ask me don't ask me after I've gotten all the way through this Shacksberry cider, spritz, citrus and bitters. It tastes like there should be way more alcohol in this than there actually is. And I don't know what to do about that. It just doesn't feel right on a gustatory level. Yeah, I'm not going to be any of the assholes that I had for teachers in high school. That's for sure. Knock on wood. Regardless, I am looking forward to working with you all. I look over the class and I can tell that they look vaguely impressed. I didn't really expect anything more. Well, now it's time to get started on the boring things like going over the syllabus. The next day. I don't know.
I can't stop fixating on working in computers. I'm imagining not like in the industry, but in fact, they just put him inside a large computer every day for 15 years.
All right, let's see. Who else? I'm just double checking. We didn't have a number pop up, but I don't know if like in universe it would make sense if we didn't have a notification pop up because maybe we checked it outside of school or something. I just wanted to double check. I'm going to hard assume from here on out that if something happens between days, we will get a notification about it.
And even if we don't, we'll see it the next time we do get a notification.
That's fair. Same for mail. Same for mail. Email. Never from a female. All right. Okay. As I explained yesterday, today we're going to be starting our unit on Pulp Fiction with the novel Chain Mail. I don't know that one.
Is this an actual book?
Is that an actual book? I am genuinely curious.
Oh, did you go to look it up at the same time?
I mean, I figure one of us will get there before the other. Do you want me to vamp while you look up?
There is a Tokyo Pop thing called Chain Mail. I don't think this is that.
See, because when he Chain Mail, Addicted to You. Maybe. I was gonna say, like, when I think about Pulp Fiction, when I think about the term Pulp Fiction, it's invariably covered by what was originally called Pulp Fiction, like, you know, hard-boiled detective novels, fucking adventure stuff, you know, classic sci-fi, sword and sorcery shit. But I think that term can just as readily be applied to, like, light novels and stuff today. If not in, like, a spiritual sense. You know, stuff that is written quickly. And that's not to denigrate light novels, not at all. But I think there's definitely a lineage there in writing that is written quickly, written several times a year for quick consumption. Not to say that it's bad, but that the audience expects you to, have one every so often. And then you get like a grading scale between that and then like authors who have, ongoing series. Like there's going to be a new Jim Butcher novel every year from here till the end the sun blows up. And, stuff like James Patterson, for example, who I don't think writes most of what is under his name anymore, but like he puts out so much on such a frequent basis and is like very attuned to like genre and stuff that I have to wonder if that would also count. I don't know. It's fun.
When I think about Pulp Fiction, I just think about the movie.
I was trying to avoid that, actually. But, like, it's named Pulp Fiction because it's... All right, moving on.
It's definitely one of those things that's fully overtaken the thing it's named after for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I see a show of hands for everyone who actually did the homework last night? Every hand in the room goes up? I would hope so. It was only 40 very short pages. All right, so what are your initial impressions of the premise? Obviously, this is a novel that is fundamentally about an early era of internet culture. Do you think it seems relatable? Unrelatable? If so, how relatable would you say it is on a scale?
Of 0 to 80.
So can someone explain to me what exactly is up with the lesbians this week? All I see is a bunch of status updates and a whole lot of drama. What's different now?
In October of it's not Pride Month, I don't know. Is it lesbian? I feel like a bad queer person.
I don't think you need to. I don't think it's a reference to anything. I think it's talking about specific people in the class.
Got it. Silence all around. Just your general thoughts. There is no right or wrong answer here. Anyone? Bueller? Is that reference still funny in the year 2027? Oh God. Becoming like my first ex-wife. After a bit of hesitation, the hand of the girl with pigtails and glasses goes up. Takes me a moment to remember her name, Charlotte. Who should I call on to answer?
Ooh. Oh, choice points.
Let's drop a hot save.
All right. Let's see. Charlotte is the one who raised her hand. Is Taylor
is the one who sent
posting?
the message, yeah.
Taylor's the one who's posting, so we can be kind of a dick. I don't see we came in saying we weren't going to be a dick, right? And like the principal warned us, we can't really stop people from talking in class,
Yeah.
As long as they're not being disruptive. I don't see if it's just her vent posting on someone's wall, whatever. As long as it's not like a multi-person discussion going on that's taking away the class attention, I don't freaking care. Let's call on Charlotte.
All right.
As much as I'm tempted to pick on Taylor for not paying attention in class, I decide the better of it. I'd be a jerk if I did. Yes, Charlotte?
Well, it seems like it's all really disconnected, isn't it? Everything's all about emails and one private website. That's very surprising.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? I love reading old science fiction about like early versions of what internet stuff would become, because it's amazing how wildly different things wind up being from, like, in some ways they expect us to move so quickly in some directions, but in other ways it just seems to go completely beyond what people might have expected. It's like looking at old cartoons and seeing video phones in a phone booth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so weird, the things that we think of as inviolable and then the ones that actually do kind of stick around.
I do find it funny, though. Like, video phones are a good example of a thing that back in the day was like, oh, this is going to be the future. We're going to have video phones. We can call each other on video. And then the internet happened and the development of cell phones and stuff happened. And then we were like, oh, that's ridiculous. It isn't that we made video phones. It's that we made regular phones much smaller and more efficient so you could carry them around. And then fast forward another couple decades and we invent FaceTime. And in fact, we did invent the video phone. Those guys were right all along. They just had the form factor wrong.
Yeah.
But we had like this kind of arc where for a while it seemed like, oh, those silly old folks from generations past, they had no idea about what people would want, but
And like,
they
but
kinda
also
did.
part of it is that like, while they're right in the strict sense that we do have video phones, I think they're wrong about what we use it for. We're not calling people on phones all the time like they expected we would. When I use FaceTime, it's because I'm having a chat with my parents or my grandparents, you know, someone who I want to see and talk to. It's not like I'm using video call for everything. I don't need to use video call to be on the phone with my insurance agent.
I use video call for my entire job.
Right, but again, that's another difference.
My video phone installation is static in an office.
Yes,
It's
but again,
not
that's
so
a different
different.
thing. We notice how that only gained so much popularity because we forced everyone to go to their homes for a while. I'm not saying it's a bad decision. I'm just saying that it didn't naturally seem to want to develop that way. It's always a tool that we've had, but it didn't seem like that was what people wanted unless it was the only option or the better option. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could be wrong. Anyway, what I'm saying is I long for the days of 3 megabytes of hot RAM.
I don't. It was a pain in the ass when I had to get off dial-up so that someone could call the house.
Oh, man. Remember reading some fucking cyberpunk fanfiction about your port in the back of your head was like a phone cable?
Oh, yeah.
So you could connect. So you couldn't be on the phone while you were connected to the virtual web to hang out with people. Oh man, it's easy to. Hopefully this, it's understandable. This comes from a place of love, but like, you can already see that in some of the things that have like come out in the past decades or so. Like stuff like VR MMOs as an idea are certainly more popularized in fiction than they are in what anyone wants to be doing in VR. What people want to do in VR is pretend to be furries and play tabletop games with their friends who live halfway across the country. I think that's pretty obvious now. But also in like the I'm almost done with this tangent, I swear.
No, keep it rolling.
But also
This
in the
is good
sense,
material. I can go on a further tangent if we
Yeah.
want.
There's also the further sense where like early internet stuff saw the future as like taking stuff as like BBSs, email, and forums, and forum threads and stuff for granted. Like those would be still how we do stuff in the future, right? Like the future democracy of Ender's Game relies on basically one big forum thread. Like whoever's good gets mod privileges for everyone. But we very quickly moved away to that into this weird decentralized social media thing we had. But that's also now rapidly collapsing. And we're finding ourselves reaching more and more for stuff like wishing we did have stuff like forums, and rather than these, 3 or so social media websites where we're allowed to post and, have to be in front of a whole bunch of people. It's kind of amazing how it's coming back around, just the... Got to get all the bad ideas out first. We firmly believe we're living in the bad ideas age. we're getting a lot of the bad ideas out now that in 50 years or so people will be like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? And I'll be like, listen, dude.
Have we ever not had a bad ideas age?
Oh, let me clarify. Bad ideas age with respect to the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. I still firmly believe that we are in the bad ideas age. It feels like things will level off eventually. Like, I'm sure there was a bad ideas age when, quick mail became a thing.
What?
When the post office.
Oh.
Or like when phones were first, easily gettable. I'm sure there was a whole rash of bad ideas we all had to get through and suffer through before we came out to the best version of phones, which is not using them ever unless you're trying to scam someone out of money. Those are the 2 canonical uses of telephone, right?
Yep.
Sorry, 3 canonical uses of telephone. Grandparent, money scam, pad thai. If it doesn't fall into one of those, you're using the phone wrong. All right. I'm done with my tangent.
It was a good one.
Did you want a tangent or do you want to save yours?
No. Mine's even more tangenty, so no.
Oh, okay. Am I Charlotte or are you Charlotte?
I already read the line, and I am
Okay.
Charlotte.
What about that struck you as surprising?
Specifically, how the girl wasn't able to reach out to anyone because she didn't know anyone's email addresses. It feels very disconnected, lonely.
Interesting.
It wouldn't make much sense to have a story like that now. She could have just posted on her classmates' walls.
Yeah, kind of like when we're reading Higurashi right now and talking about people not knowing each other's phone numbers. Right? Or that one episode of Seinfeld where they keep missing each other because they have to keep calling landlines. It's like, yeah, that just is so different from the experience now.
Interesting. So would you say it's inherently more lonely because of the technology?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's okay. You can sit down now. That's a good segue, though. You've touched on some important themes. I move on and carry on with the lecture as intended. A couple people seem engaged, at least. The reluctance leaves me feeling worried, though.
Taylor, don't be a bitch.
Why is she being a bitch about lesbians?
There's one way to find out, and that's to figure out what's going on.
Is it going to be really that hard to engage them? I thought my choice in reading material would help in the least. I deeply worry that I'm not cut out for this. Lunch hour.
Oh shit, I should have brought a sandwich.
I've got drinks.
That's not a lunch.
It is if you have enough of them.
It is not.
The class files out impatiently the instant the lunch bell rings.
Hey, can I ask you sort of a weird question?
Between Ariana, right, you, and Isabella. Okay. Excuse me. I lean over to get out my packed lunch. When I sit back up, I see a set of students waiting. Not everyone is in a rush, it looks.
Excuse me, Mr. Rook.
That's my name, don't wear it out. How can I help you?
Do you mind if we eat our lunches in here? It's what we used to do with our old homeroom teacher.
Oh, the Quiet Brigade. Yeah. The Quiet Brigade and the one who seems like he might not have a lot of friends. Not in the cafeteria?
I can't help but read him as being the front man for a new wave band. It's the combination of the skinny tie and the neon green. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
this kid plays keyboards for something in the 80s that you've never heard of, but had one really good one-hit wonder single.
And for some reason, it's on the Nurse with Wound list.
Yeah!
How this kid in 2027 ended up on the Nurse with Wound list, we'll never know. Anyway, you're Akira.
Lol, yeah, right. Sorry, sir, but have you seen the cafeteria?
Man, remember when it was passé to say internet slang out loud, and now it's just commonly accepted that we'll say lol? It's fucked up is what I'm saying.
It's a miserable hole. Hideous, so noisy you can't even hear yourself think. It's really bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That was my big Isabella line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying not to be too quiet because then I'll have to work really hard to bring it back up in post, but
It's just incredibly unpleasant. If it's a problem, we'll understand, but...
Oh, no, not at all. Of course you can. I just, never thought about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not at all. Just don't make a mess and it won't bother me one bit. Okay. You are talking with us right now. How are you texting at the same time? I can see your hands. All right, and Kendall. Am I Kendall?
I was, and I think I don't have a read on what Kendall's voice should actually be. I originally committed to quiet person, but that's somebody else's role. So
Kendall can also be quiet person.
okay. But this is fairly loquacious.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Quiet
we're just
person
rolling
that
with
speaks
it.
up when they're online. Yeah, I would
Easy,
get it.
bro. It's cool. You don't gotta be a white knight on my part, Taylor. It's pretty simple. We broke up, end of story.
Okay, so Kendall just broke up with someone. All right, fair enough. Very single. Yeah, I get it. All right. I go back to my lunch and all three of them take seats near each other. I could conceivably try to avoid listening in on their conversation, but it would be a challenge. Really, it's their fault for having their conversation in earshot when you think about it.
So, level with me, Charlotte.
Don't.
No, for reals. I'm serious.
Oh my god. Please don't bring it up.
Come on. Kendall is my bro. I would like to know what's going on with her.
I am sure that she doesn't.
It's fine, Bella. Why has everyone assumed that just because we fought, it means I don't ever want to speak of her again?
Okay. So, Charlotte was dating Kendall?
Apparently.
Am I getting that right? Interested in people. Got it.
A noted lesbian trait.
A noted lesbian
Interest in other human beings.
Fellas, is it gay to be interested in other human beings?
She's still my friend. So why are you avoiding her? We just need some time apart right now, that's all. There's no drama. It's over with. Have you ever been in love?
I don't believe in love. That album is nearly 40 years old.
Well, don't tell Taylor that. Why? How is it any of her business? Lol, do you really think that matters to her? It's Taylor. She's been trying to rattle the hornet's nest on Amy.
Oh my god, is Taylor Taylor just loves to start shit. Is she a shit starter? Is she a digital muckraker? Bring back muckraker. It's a great word.
You're white. You're right. That is a weird question, but yes, I have. I don't know if I'm the best person to ask about that, though. It never worked out for me. Didn't I tell you about that? Anyway, why do you ask?
Oh man, I can see the jets on your microphone.
It's definitely picking up.
Oh, it's fucking 9:30 at night. Do you really need to fly those fucking expensive military jets into the airport right now?
Yeah, at least wait until 1 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep.
Right? God damn it.
This is a lie. At 1 a.m., I'm still wide awake. Well, let me tell you from firsthand knowledge, I don't think it's going to work. Which is good, because Kendall, when she's upset, it's not a fate I'd wish on even Taylor. Lol, fair enough.
And then,
I'm sorry. I just assumed that something was wrong given what I've been hearing. Namely, these fucking jets flying over the school. Are you two alright?
and I know they pick up on the microphone. I don't know if I'll be able to get them out in editing, but I know they pick up on the microphone, and it bothers me.
Yep.
We record specifically at this time of day because that's when they weren't doing that.
That's what we gotta do. Find the location in the United States that is farthest from all airports and move there.
There we go. That sounds convenient. I mostly try to avoid looking up at any of the three students. I feel like an awkward interloper. I'd forgotten how ridiculous high school drama can be. That is true. High school drama this definitely does capture the ridiculousness of high school drama, doesn't it?
Yep.
Will they be like this for the whole year? Ugh, probably now that I think of it. It's just been a long time, and it all seemed so reasonable when I was their age. I'll probably have to keep my eye on Taylor.
Sorry, no, you never told me about that. What happened? Did he turn you down?
Are you two all right?
Lol, yes.
Fair enough. No need to start shit here. Anything on 12th chan yet? Nope. And also on whatever's going on between those two girls.
Mr. Rook?
That's me. Hold on, please, one moment while this fucking jet flies by. I always try to have my lunch break when the jets are flying by.
What's that supposed to mean? It's just that I heard you two were seriously fighting. That's a big thing. And I live for drama. I need drama, other people's drama, explicitly and only.
Taylor's the kind of person who starts a fucking YouTube drama channel, like produces nothing of value except talking about drama from other YouTubers. Which is, I'm just gonna say it, that might be one of the worst kinds of YouTuber. I don't know if I could say categorically the worst, but it's
I
definitely
can think of some worse ones out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, I can think of some worse ones, actually. Hey, that's me. What can I do for you?
How are you finding it so far? Our school, I mean. Not too disappointing, I hope. Cool story, sis. Pro tip, we're not. The end. That's all I have to say.
I like that they're trying their best to shut her down, though.
Yep. Holy shit, how many planes is this?
How many is this?
Normally there's only like 3 or 4. This has been like 10.
Good God. They don't tell you this when you move in to the city here. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's nice. You'll be by the river. It's very walkable downtown that's been gutted, and there's a big pit there now. Oh, also not planes. Regular planes are fine. Fucking military jets will fly over your city at any hour they choose. It's gonna take some time to get used to be truthful. Have you all been here since grade 9?
Yes, I have, but I understand.
Holy shit, could you tell your fucking co-students to chill the hell out?
Just saw your response to Taylor. Nice. You're pretty much untrollable. I don't know why she thought you would be a good target.
Yeah, okay, so we were reading that right. Like, she's just trying to get her eyes out of it, and Kendall's just like, no, what? Not happening. Not happening. Taylor and Ariana.
I don't understand what's wrong with these two lesbos. I just expressed some concern, and Kendall flips the hell out on me. She doesn't have to be such a bitch.
And that's with Ariana, who is currently having a chat with Isabella, right?
Yep.
No, not exactly. It's kind of a long story, really.
The two of us make small talk for a bit about first days of school and the such. The other two don't really seem to say anything, but whether it's shyness or because they're too busy sending messages to other students, I cannot tell. It might be both.
I had no idea. Do you want to talk about it? If not, I understand, of course.
Of course. Eventually they...
Oh my god!
Would you all get a life or a hobby? Eventually they all leave at the end of lunch break for their other classes. I don't know what to make of any of what they're talking about at all. Lesbians in this day and age?
I wasn't the target. It was Charlotte, and it's probably going to work. She'll probably say everything's cool, but it'll crush her inside. What a bitch. It's not really just as simple as saying, lol, you mad, and then letting her go fuck off. It's going to hurt Charlotte. Trying to shut her down is basically all I can do. Raging pretty hard, but what else can I do? Sad face.
I feel that.
It sucks, but you know, it's Kendall. She's always like this. You really shouldn't have expected her to do anything but flip out on you. It's what she does.
Clearly did not flip out on her and just shut her down.
I'd be happy to talk about it, but it's a long story. Not a really interesting one, but a long one. If you really care, we can talk about it some other time if you want. But now's not the best time. What's up with you, though? I'm sure you have a reason for asking. Come on, I know you. Who do you want advice about? Although, like, this is also just part of, like, this is definitely true to life when you're a high schooler, right? And you are really kind of feeling out how to interact in these pre-adult relationships for the first time. And you're like, you're discovering just how much about yourself you're willing to put up with in other people if it means you stay on their good side. You know what I mean? And it takes you a while to kind of realize, like, wait, hold on, how am I really willing to compromise this much of myself just to make this person happy here? I don't know about any of y'all, but it took me a while to kind of get out of that mode when I was in high school. Definitely longer than I want to admit, but
I don't think I got into that mode until college.
really?
Yeah. I was definitely
Goddamn.
socially stunted.
It's definitely a hard thing to learn, how to respectfully draw a line and not do it in a way that is that reads as cutting off a friendship, right? Just being like, no, I don't agree with that, but that I'm also not going to, like, shut you out because of that. That night. Oh, it's my second day on the job, and I don't know what to think of all this.
You know me too well. Well, it's kind of embarrassing, actually. It's just that I have the biggest crush on this guy. Like, for serious. I really feel like I need to just follow my heart and make a move, even though I barely know him. Does that sound crazy to you?
Oh my god. You don't mean who I think you mean, do you?
Don't laugh, but yes, I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh no, is she hot for teacher?
Oh no, it's definitely that.
I can't tell if she's hot for teacher or if we're being led to believe she's hot for teacher and we're going to put our foot in our mouth. Either way, we got to keep we should keep Ariana at a bit of a distance here. Don't want to... Anything new in the mail? Nope. I don't know what to think of all this. I turn to what I can do, which is reviewing my lecture notes for tomorrow. It's probably my own fault for not being engaging enough. I'll have to try to do better. That's all I can do. I don't know, I also feel like you're fighting an uphill battle with trying to make high school kids read something and then care about it. I like, even as someone who enjoyed reading, there was nothing that helped kill my love of reading more than English class. It's and I don't know what the solution to that is. I don't envy the people who teach that because it's something that's valuable. But like, I feel like most of what I learned to enjoy about it didn't come out of a high school classroom. It came up from self-learning and studying and reading a lot more about literature and writing some of my own and being like this, finding my own joy in it, you know?
Mm.
Or maybe that's just the AP English curse. Never take AP English. If for some reason you're a high schooler listening to this, in which case, why? We're like 30-something queers on the internet. But in case you are, don't take AP English. Even if you like English, don't take AP English. It will kill your love of reading. I'm willing to stake my name on that. Next morning.
I feel like I'd still fail AP English.
Yeah, I absolutely would still fail AP English today. I feel like only now do I have a good handle on what they were trying to teach, but the way it was being taught did not make sense to me at that age. Maybe that's just my fucking autism brain, right? Whereas, like, I'm in trying to think about things in a certain way. Because the way they teach it, at least the way it was taught to me, was like, it feels like less of trying to understand what the author's saying and more like a scavenger hunt. Like you're trying to find the specific little bits and clues that the author wove in that specifically have these extra meanings that you need to tease out and can prove if you write it in a paper convincingly enough. Whereas, and like that version of looking at things is not helpful, and at least to my understanding of like what to take out of writing.
Yeah.
It's definitely gotten a lot easier as I've gotten older and just read more things and been like, oh, this is how people say what they, this is how people convey these things. This is a helpful way of understanding what people aren't saying when they're saying certain things, But anyway, what you got?
Lol, sorry. It's just kind of funny, but don't worry about it. I think you're absolutely right. And there's no question the dude is hot. And he seems smart. If you're into him, I think you totally should. What's the worst that could happen? You get shot down? Come on, you're a cute girl. He's an older man. What do you think he's going to say?
Hopefully
no. Here's another cool thing. If you're a high schooler and thinking of this about your teacher,
Don't.
They're an adult. You're a child. Don't. Just don't. I feel like that's all that needs to be said about that. Having nothing better to do, I stick around in the classroom even before the school day has technically begun. I'm reminded of when I was in high school. I was usually the first one in the room then, too. I guess not much has changed since then. Were you that kind of person?
What?
First in the classroom?
Depends which period.
Yeah.
First period, always late.
Mm-hmm.
Every other period of the day, always early.
That's the thing, is that, like, if it's the first period, that means I've been hanging out with friends in the cafeteria for a while. So it's like, that means I'm not in a hurry to get there because I'm hanging out with people. But every other one, I'm like, what am I going to do between classes? Like, what else is there to do except to get there quickly enough so I can lay down and get a couple minutes of sleep? It doesn't take long before the first student comes in, and I'm not surprised when I see who it is.
Good morning, Mr. Rook.
Please, Mr. Rook is my father's name. Call me Mr. Rook. Of course it would be her, wouldn't it? Hello, Charlotte.
You're
one of my favorite indie RPG Maker horror series.
You're totally right. Okay, I am going to do this then. I'm going to dress up super nice. I'm going to make an excuse about talking about the book. And then I'm just going to confess how I really feel. Thanks is I really needed your vote of confidence there.
I think we're losing any deniability that this could be about anyone other than us. Older man.
Talking about a book.
Maybe it's her classmate. I guess the thing to do would be to make small talk, right? Lovely weather today, isn't it? Man, fuck small talk. I don't know whoever decided that small talk had to be a thing we engage in, but whoever that was, I want them to step on a Lego.
That's not fair. It was a pretty prescient picture of object-oriented programming and its possibilities.
I'm sorry, what?
Small talk.
If you're making a joke here, you realize you're going to have to explain it to me, right?
Small talk, the programming language from the 1970s. How could you wish that Alan Kay, Dan Ingalls, Adele Goldberg, Ted Kaler, Diana Mary, and Scott Wallace step on a Lego? That's so mean to the Xerox PARC Learning Research Group.
You know what? I'm committing to this. I don't know who those people are, and I wish them all the best in life, except for one day where they will step on a Lego. Anyway.
To be fair, if it weren't for Alan Kay... If it weren't for Alan Kay, we probably wouldn't have the modern graphical user interface, so we'd be spared from computers. We could go outside.
Dang. Finally, we'd be freed. We should never have taught Sam to think. Anyway, get yourself a pair of headphones or earbuds or whatever. It's your trick for avoiding small talk.
Except for the worst ones.
Except for the worst ones, but don't feel obligated to talk to them anyway. Those people truly are the scum of the earth. I think Dante wrote about those folks. What circle of hell do they get?
The people who
interrupt you when you're clearly listening to something on your headphones.
Yeah. For now, I guess. It's supposed to rain later, though. Didn't you know?
Oh, shoot. No, I didn't realize.
Should have checked the weather report. My
You wanna
favorite
know about
jazz
weather
fusion
report?
group.
Are we making Charlotte into jazz fusion?
I'm the nerdy one, so I can be the jazz kid.
Let's talk about the Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Pretty small for an orchestra, huh? I'm not sure it really counts.
Never mind this conversation. This tangent sucks. Keep on it.
Taking this tangent out back and shooting it.
I'm revoking your bit rights.
Well, how do you get here?
Carefully. You have no posts. No recent posts.
I'm too busy doing schoolwork in school.
That's fucked up if true. Wait, she has never posted? Is that right?
We've only been seeing one since we started, so I don't know if we can conclude that.
Well, no, I mean, like, she hasn't posted in these 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, weird.
she
Everyone
has
else has, but... Interesting. You're too pure for this world, Charlotte. We know nothing about you. I walk. Well, maybe I'll stop by the time I have to leave. Maybe it'll stop by the time I have to leave.
Better hope so.
While I'm mentally kicking myself for not checking before I left, another girl walks in. Hello there.
Sup?
She barely even looks up and definitely isn't expecting an answer. She just disappears to her desk, not even making eye contact with Charlotte, and stares at her computer. Hold on, wait for it. I keep chatting with Charlotte, and eventually the rest of the class starts to file in. Later. Oh, finally.
Mr. Rook might be cute, but he sure isn't very smart. He didn't even check the weather report before leaving for school. He's going to get soaked walking home without an umbrella.
Posting on Ariana's wall.
In the thread about, oh, teacher's hot.
No, it's a
Oh, no,
separate
just
thread.
right on the wall.
Yeah, just right. But I mean, she's public about this, right?
Okay.
So I don't know that she knows that Ariana's been talking to other Quiet Isabella.
The trick is to keep breathing.
I'm trying to. Okay, so if I'm taking this slowly, and I know that might be hard for some people, but it's also difficult to keep all of these characters and their relationships in my head.
Yep.
And I don't want to. And since we're reading this for all y'all, I want to make sure that what I'm talking about is insightful and takes all the information we have at hand. And if you're in a rush, go download it and play for yourself. It's free, and then you should support the developer and go kick them some money as well. And then, yeah. I feel like I got that. Another thing that is used to great effect is the story within a story. You might even argue that it's metafictional. That is, that it's a story about stories. Oh, are they talking about my favorite pulp mystery novel? Umaneko no Naku Koro ni? What do you think? Do the details of the story being told by the four girls matter? Or is it just there as filler detail? Isn't that a leading question? I feel like that's a leading question. There's got to be another option between it matters or it's just filler. I look around and raising her hand is Ariana? Oh. I think I know why. My mind instantly goes to the wrong place. I am not comfortable with this crush of hers at all. Not that I can acknowledge it in any way. What can I say? Go ahead, Ariana. I was going to say it's in class. Let her answer the damn question.
I think the details are extremely important. They reflect on the story as a whole, so you could, learn what's really going on from them.
Could you be any more specific than that?
No.
Also, no uniform today. Did you notice?
Yep.
Yep. Good. That's valid.
And also, they're important because they're written by the characters. You can learn a lot about someone from how they write.
That is actually very insightful. Yes. Not just the story being a reflection of the narrative themes, but who is telling the story and what their agenda is in telling that story is vitally important. And learning that, why would a person want to tell the story? What do they want us to learn by telling this story? And what can we learn about them in return? by them telling this story. You could also apply that just to the fucking book too. And there you go. That's how you do lit analysis. In 2 seconds with SK. Write about why they write book. That's also very good. Do you have any examples? And she just goes on, completely dominating the class discussion. But it's clear she's engaged in the material, at least, so I can hardly shut her down. I'm glad she's taking it seriously, at least. Eventually, the lunch bell rings and the class starts to file out in a hurry as ever. Staying behind is the same group as yesterday. No, not quite the same group as yesterday.
Excuse me, Mr. Rook?
Hold on, I have literally anything else to be doing right now.
You look great. I love that dress. The blue is perfect for you. Knock him dead. Don't forget to use a combo.
I barely play fighting games. What am I trying to say? And that's my name. Don't wear it out.
I have to go buy lunch now, but you know how you said you're always available to talk, right?
Oh, shit balls. Yeah, what's up?
Could I stop by after class to talk about the book we're doing? There's some things I still don't think I get, so I'd like to go over them more.
Yeah, I highly doubt that's really why. But I can't exactly say no, can I? I did promise. Sure, of course you can. Come by at around 4. We'll talk about what's giving you trouble.
Thanks, Mr. Rook. I'm looking forward to it.
Meanwhile, the other 3 are chatting away, just like before. I'm left on my own to worry about how I'm going to deal with Ariana. Please just let it be she's... Actually, no, I don't think it's better if she's into someone else. That's still bad. But at least let it be not our problem. Please let it be not our problem. Maybe it'll just go away. She'll get over it. Yeah, of course, that's it. Schoolgirl crushes are always fleeting.
So, how are things going with you two?
Good.
Oh, well, you know.
3:55 p.m. That's it for the day. Well, as far as classes go anyway. I didn't see anything new in here, but just double checking. Sure enough, Charlotte was right. By the end of the day, it started to rain. Ariana's probably already on her way to my office. Before I go, I should take a break to see if there are any new 12-channel posts. I haven't been checking 12-channel.
Now there are.
Oh, okay. What is 12chan? Has anyone tried playing Magical Love Adventure 2? Pretty awesome visual novel, bros.
In this thread, OP's new porn game.
It's not porn. It's highly sophisticated. It's all about character development and heartfelt emotions.
Lol porn.
What's your favorite game that's definitely like that? Mine's Totoro. What's yours? Totoro is my favorite game that's highly sophisticated about character development and heartfelt emotions and is also porn.
So, what kind of characters is it about?
The most interesting is Hime-chan, your younger classmate, who was a childhood friend who starts to realize she's in love with you as she starts adolescence. It's a heartwarming character arc.
Lol porn.
It's not about the sex, it's about young girl growing to understand her feelings.
So there is sex then?
Well, yes, but it's an important part of her character arc.
Lol porn.
You just don't understand what it's really about. Just give it a try, bro. You'll see what I mean. I just played it. Oh, shit. Actually, OP was right. It's pretty awesome. Hime-chan was my waifu. Great story. We can't make the screen cap bigger. I want you to know I tried. Told you it wasn't just porn, Mang. So what do you like about it?
Yeah, I liked the part where you fuck a 15-year-old.
Come on!
I did.
Oh, lol. Okay, yeah, so did I. Oh, lol. To be fair, that is very accurate.
That is absolutely the content that goes on.
Yep,
such
and
places.
I feel like I need to bleach my mouth now.
I am the one that had to say the line.
That's true. Do you need a break? Are you okay? You feeling good? Well, that's enough dawdling from me. Time to go.
Hi, Mr. Rook.
Leave that door open. Damn, that's a swanky office for a teacher. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is like a...
What? Wait, no. What? Hold on. Okay, so I do see like the cubicle divider there, but still, 2 leather couches, wooden desk, plush leather chair.
A whole cabinet of your own?
This guy, yeah, right? This guy's not the principal, but just a rank and file? Damn, Canadian schools got cash. Hello, Ariana. Why don't you have a seat and we'll talk about what you were having trouble with? She sits down, crossing her skinny legs with exaggerated motion. It's pretense, of course. I know it. She definitely knows it, and I feel deeply uncomfortable going along with this. We, of course, do discuss the novel, as she requested, and she does ask the right questions. Okay, so... Here's the other thing. We're on 12 chan, so, like... reading a thread about a game... right? We're clearly not blameless here. But it's obvious that's not why she's here. Even if she hadn't mentioned it to Isabella, I would have noticed, for sure. It's not just the way she's trying too hard to care about the book or the length of her dress. Time she asks a question, she leans forward, fiddling with the end of her hair with her long fingers. I notice, of course. Every time she's waiting for an answer, she puts her hands on her knees, and with a smile rubs one of her bare, smooth legs against the other. I notice, of course. Every time I speak, she stares just a little too deeply back with those dark and young eyes. I notice, of course. Despite it never having happened once in my life before, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that she is trying to seduce me. What, even from your ex-wives? I guess that's why.
Yeah, never once in his life.
Never once. I guess that makes sense. Then again, like, I don't know. Have we ever really done, like, seduction as a thing?
I don't think so.
Does seduction count as me making you breakfast sandwiches?
Okay, that counts.
Okay.
You're speaking my love language.
Yeah, my love language is making food for my wife. I have to wrap this up. I have to end this now, and I definitely have to get out of here now. I move, getting ready to stand up, and she just follows my lead. All right, it's starting to get late. Do you have any other questions about the book?
No, I think that's all for now. I definitely do have a better understanding now. Thanks so much for the help, Mr. Rook.
I also like how the game is very clearly making this uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
It's not being like, hey, kids, flirt with your teacher. This isn't Fire Emblem: 3 houses with the Nintendo Switch Entertainment System, parenthesis 2019, close parenthesis. Oh, it's nothing. I am glad to help.
I mean it. I really want you to know. You seem like a great teacher, and I appreciate that a lot. I really like you.
Oh, damn it. Here it comes. Can I get out before she manages to clarify that into a confession? Well, I'm glad. I should get going, though. It was good to talk to you. I get up and get all the way to the doorway. Could it be that I can avoid it getting awkward after all?
Likewise.
I just have to say goodbye and I'm gone. Problem solved. Just have to say...
Say, Mr. Rook, aren't you going to take your umbrella, or did you not bring one?
Oh, shit, she's good. She's got me. I know exactly what she's going to say if I tell the truth. What should I do?
I don't. What's the implication here?
I've got one you can borrow.
Oh.
Or something to that effect, right? It's going to loop us into more conversations with her that we don't want. She knows we'll be lying to her if we lie. I think that's the important takeaway here, is that it's not just a social nicety lie. She will know that we are lying because of the conversations we saw.
That's extra weird, though, because if someone suddenly lies to you about a benign thing that they have no reason to, it's like...
Then it's probably because it's just a social nicety to keep the conversation going. Not everyone needs the full explanation of why this isn't technically true, but it's easier for me to just say it is anyway. Right? It's why I don't go around explaining my entire dietary preferences to people, and I just say, I'm vegan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is... It's extra weird, though, when it's a trivial yes or no question like this. Like, do you have an umbrella? I say no. I say yes, meaning no, or no, meaning yes. When it's like, for there to even be a lie, it involves having to know there's an ulterior motive, and there'd be no way to know there's an ulterior motive and that there's information that the other person has about the presence or absence of your umbrella, if you hadn't already been snooping through social media.
Well, I mean, we
And,
could have
like-
gotten the idea that she's flirt. We obviously would have gotten the idea that she's trying to seduce us anyway, but okay. Well, what do we do then?
I have no idea.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think what we do is we drop a hot save.
I see.
Save file number 2. And then I think we're going to lie about it.
All right.
Because more than anything, I think we want to firmly end this interaction.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, I should.
Mr. Rook, why are you lying to me? I was just trying to be polite. I know you didn't.
Shit. Apologize or continue to lie. Wow, called out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a super fucking weird thing to lie about.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because I see where he's coming from. He just wants to end this conversation.
No. I agree. I agree that we, knowing this, want to end the conversation. But if you're not in that situation, it'd be a really weird thing to lie about.
Yep. I guess you're right.
It makes it immediately obvious that something weird is going on.
I see.
That this other person knows there's an interaction that they're trying to end, and that the way to do it has something to do with some piece of information another person has that they shouldn't have.
Yep. Well, what would you like to do?
I
Apologize?
have no idea.
Or continue to lie? I guess we
Double
made our
down.
bed, so let's lie in it. Eh?
Got him.
What are you talking about? I did.
Why, Mr. Rook? Come on, if you're just trying to dismiss me, don't lie about it.
All right. Do we keep lying? Yeah.
Definitely
Fine.
can.
No, I don't have one. I don't need one. I'll be fine.
Are you sure? We could share one if...
I don't think that would be appropriate, Ariana.
It's not a big deal. I
really hope this gets the point across. I don't know what else to do. I understand perfectly, Ariana, and I don't think it would be appropriate. I'm your teacher, and you are not even half my age. I'm sorry, Ariana, but do I make myself perfectly clear? She starts to cry. I was really hoping it wouldn't come to that.
Fine.
I'm sorry, it's just...
Forget it. Forget I said anything. I...
She storms off before I can say anything more. That could have gone better. All I can think is, I sure fucked that one up, didn't I? Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I can't think of any better way to handle it, though. But now she's going home in tears, and I'm going home in a miserable storm. Not that I envy her, but it sucks all around. What an awful situation. When I get home, I immediately undress, toweling myself off. And all I can think about is her. What is she doing right now? She's probably at home in her own room, probably still crying. I can practically see her right now, sitting on the edge of her bed in tears. Maybe shouting through the door at her parents, telling them that she doesn't want to talk about it. Poor kid. I mean, she'll get over it. Schoolgirl crushes are always fleeting, of course. But still, poor kid. Anyway, can't wait to read the hate mail about us.
Absolutely.
So, how'd it go? Come on, you have to let me know.
Someone remind me while we're reading this piece of shit for English class. It's awful.
Wow, you're actually bothering? Lol, why?
I don't know. It's a great question. Wow, great. We alienated the one student that was reading the... Oh, this sucks. It's absolutely beautiful out, but I checked the weather report before heading out this morning all the same. This time it's not Charlotte who's the first to come in, it's her. I grimace, praying she doesn't make things more awkward than they already are.
Excuse me, Mr. Rook?
That's my name, don't wear it out. Yes?
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I was way out of line before. I really should have kept it together. That was really immature of me.
Oh, good.
Can you forgive me?
I sigh again. Of course I can, I just want to forget the whole affair ever happened to begin with. Of course. Let's just pretend it never happened, alright? Start with a fresh slate.
All right. Thanks.
After that, she goes to take her seat. And it doesn't take too long for Charlotte to arrive.
Shot down. It didn't really go over well. I guess I'm just not very good with men. God, I hate myself. I've never been so humiliated in my life. I knew there was a chance it could go wrong, but I didn't know it would hurt so much. I kind of cried myself to sleep. I think I was just too direct with him. I guess I need to work on my subtlety.
Okay, I'd like to give some more free dating advice for people exclusively your age. When you're trying to advance romantic feelings with someone who is your age, subtlety isn't great. just gonna throw that out there. No one likes the ambiguity of trying to do that dance. If you're interested in someone and you want to ask them out on a romantic date, be explicit about that. Be like, hey, I'd like to go out on a date with you sometime. Does that sound fun? And if they say no, then you respect that. And then you all have clarity. The worst thing you could, and here's something you don't do, is find someone you really like and then silently pine after them for months and months and months on end while quietly doing everything to make them happy, hoping someday that they'll notice all of the silent work you've put into making them happier. They're just gonna think you're a really good friend. So, I mean, like, if you're trying to be a good friend, that's a good way to do it. But if you're trying to date someone, that's one of the worst things you can do. This has been SK Calls Out Nice Guys. All right, that could have been worse. Hello there.
Good morning, Mr. Rook. I hope your walk home yesterday wasn't too bad.
It wasn't. Why are you being so pointed? Also, again, oh, she posted on Ariana's wall, right? Okay. Not so much, no. Never skipping checking the weather before I leave again.
That's too bad. A good plan, though.
We continue to make idle chit-chat as the class slowly files in. After the night I had yesterday, I'm not particularly in any hurry to get started. Today's lecture is going to be at a leisurely pace. So as you probably figured out, this is the part of the story where you get the hint that things are going to start getting really weird.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I can understand perfectly, believe me. That really sucks, but you can always move on to others though, right?
I wonder how much of the story within a story we're discussing is about this game. You know, like, it's crossed my mind, but like, when I start getting the hint that things are going to get really weird, in what way? This seems all pretty tame so far. Tame in terms of like meta structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or like, and the plot seems pretty straightforward too. From here on out, you're going to discover that things are a lot more complicated than they might seem. I really feel like he's talking to the player here.
Yeah.
Taylor Gibson. Taylor Gibson, that's me. I'm looking forward to the party this weekend. Anyone else going?
Oh, it's a formatted like a status.
Yeah.
Ugh. Snore. Wait, we got one more message.
Did we?
Oh, that's to... It said one up there. Oh, I guess that was the one. Okay. I pause for effect. So what did you think of the use of foreshadowing in the chapter you read last night? How does it differ from the start of the novel?
I don't understand what artistic techniques to provide proper perspective in three-dimensional spaces have to do with a novel.
Damn it.
Are you kidding? No way. I'm not giving up that easily. What I realized last night was that I wouldn't have been so upset if it wasn't really love. But if it hurts so badly, it has to be. That's fine. If I'm not good enough for him now, then I'm just gonna have to try harder, right? I'll be able to do it for sure. Smiley emoji.
All right. Oh, fun. You know what? I will say this consistently about Christine Love games is that they do make you feel so very uncomfortable. That is something she is fantastic at as an author, is making you feel like genuine discomfort with these really horribly human people. Disappointed in the rest, maybe, but not surprised that it's not Ariana. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Well, it indicates that we're going to see a sudden shift of tone, I think. The biggest thing I noticed was...
And so she goes on.
Hugs and good luck. I have faith in you. I'm sure you can do it.
So let's take bets now. Is she gonna go weird tsundere on us? Or how do you see this possibly playing out?
I don't know. I imagine just more of the same.
Because the game is also being like, hey, it's about to end of chapter 1.
How many chapters are there?
I don't know. Do we? That's almost 90 minutes.
Yeah,
Perfect too. Do we want to call that a sode?
we sure do.
Let's can I save here?
We can't.
We can't save here. We'll go through this real quick. What does it mean to be a gentleman? It's an outdated concept, or is there really a perfect model for a man in particular to follow that's still relevant to our times? Does it even matter? And is that truly a good thing? According to L.J. Powell, before you can ask that question, you must first have to ask one simple question. What does it mean to be a gentleman? I'll jump into what Powell thinks in a minute, but first, what do you think it means? Just the first thing that comes to mind.
Can we save yet?
The class pauses for longer than I'd like, given that I just threw them the easiest question imaginable. Nope, I don't have my menu.
Okay.
And predictably, the first hand to go up is Charlotte's. Go ahead, just tell me anything.
This is a little bit obvious, but chivalry, as in holding the door open for a woman?
Yes, it's a little bit obvious. Right, that's definitely one. How about, all right, Taylor? I'm definitely surprised to see her put up her hand.
Well, knowing how to be respectful to a girl. For example, a gentleman wouldn't treat a girl like crap just because they've broken up. Not subtweeting.
I stare at her. There's more than just a touch of bitterness to her voice. I wonder who she's really talking about. Chapter 2. Nolan is an island entire of itself. Finally!
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but we can save. All right, so when we come back, what we'll do is we'll get on Chapter 2 proper. We'll
All
read
right.
some of the new stuff our students are saying about us, see what the fuck this second act plot changes, and we'll have a great time!
Oh my god, it's a literature pun. No man is an island entire of itself.
Oh shit, you're right.
They're all going to be literature pun chapter
That's really
names.
funny. That's really funny, actually. It gets a genuine guffaw out of me. Ha ha ha.
Wow, genuine.
So genuine. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.